In this video, I'm going to share key supporting documents you need to provide with your UK visitor visa application for it to be approved. A lot of people have been receiving denials or refusals of recent. It breaks my heart because sometimes they tell you you cannot apply for administrative review and that money is just gone, like absolutely gone. If you watch this video to the end, if you pay attention to all the documents I'm going to list here, you will not get a visa refusal. In fact, I studied many UK refusal letters and I have come up with this list that I feel if you get these things right, if you can provide these things, then your visa will be approved. I've divided this into 7 categories. I will list the documents you need for each category so you don't miss anything. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Cynthia. I share information that will help your transition abroad to be as smooth as possible. I share information about settling, working, or studying in the UK. If you're interested in any of these, and maybe if you're interested in submitting some UK visas and immigration applications in the future, I have a library in my playlist. Go and check it out. You can check for the visa you want to submit and perhaps you'll see a step-by-step guide because I want you to be able to do this thing, DIY it without an immigration lawyer. Yes, but if you need an immigration lawyer, then go ahead, pay for it. Let's get into this video. Like I mentioned, these documents are classified into 7 categories. The first one is identity documents. If I'm looking down, I just don't want to miss any single thing so that you get it. Passport of the applicant and the passport of the sponsor. If the person is British, it's always good to provide that, as well as your British birth certificate. If you have an ILR, indefinite leave to remain document or evidence, provide that. I know that you phased out BRPs, so you can provide your share code for proving your immigration status. I've shared a video about how to go about it. I'll just put it here in case you don't know how to generate that code. The second one is accommodation, and to provide evidence of the place you're going to stay. If you have title or deed for your mortgage, it's good to provide that. You can also provide your tenancy agreement. You don't need permission from your landlord to do that. And if you're just coming in to watch the Premiership or something like that, and you are staying in an Airbnb, you can book a space for that and provide that as evidence. But it's always good to have a family, someone you can stay with. It increases your chances of getting these things. It will be good for the person you are going to visit to provide council tax or any utility bills. The third category is documents to show or evidence strong family, social and economic ties. What type of documents do we find under this list? Evaluation of real estate, maybe if you have a car, house, shops, land, properties. A lawyer can easily prepare this for you. Another thing is marriage certificate. It shows that maybe you have a partner to go back to. Employment letter or leave approval letters. You have land documents or house ownership documents, you can provide it. If you're self-employed, you can provide evidence of your CAC certificate. I'm talking about your registration number as well as the registration document. If you are in another country, they might call it something else. I don't know what they call it in your country, but it's just to say that your company is registered with the government and that particular company pays tax. Any extended family you have in your home country that you support could actually boost that strong family ties. Before we go into the 4th point, kindly smash the like button and subscribe to this channel so that the YouTube algorithm would recommend this to other people who need it. I have other videos that would help you. If you need a comprehensive step-by-step process of completing a UK visitor visa, then check this out here. Perhaps what you need is 7 top reasons why your visitor visa might be refused. And you don't want that to happen to you. You need to know the exact documents you need to provide and how you have to answer these things so that you don't get a visa refusal. Then check this video. It's also going to be in the comments as well as in the description. The 4th category is supporting documents to show evidence of financial stability. We are talking about documents like your bank statements, pay slips, if possible employment letter. I know I've mentioned it earlier. You need to provide 3 months to 6 months bank statements when it comes to the sponsor. Sometimes they are not heavy on it. I know somebody who provided 3 months and they approved it. As long as you are fully employed, you're not partially employed, it's advisable for you to provide that. You can provide your pay slips and make sure that whatever is on your pay slip matches exactly with what is on your bank statement. Last year, if you provided bank statements and pay slips for the sponsor, you don't need to provide the same thing for the applicants. Maybe if you have a parent that you're trying to invite to come into the UK. But things have changed. I've seen places where they gave the reason for refusal is that you did not provide any evidence of your expenditure and income as a parent, even though this other person said they are going to take full responsibility of your flight tickets, accommodation, everything. But they still felt that they needed to see that evidence that money is coming in and going out. So even if you don't have enough money in your account, it's so important for you to provide the bank statement of the particular parent who wants to come into the UK. Guys, pay attention to additional income that comes in every month, because they like you to provide evidence of everything. They don't like inconsistencies in your bank statements. I'm talking about some large sum of money coming in, or you gave somebody a loan, or perhaps there's some money that are coming in through your pension, investments, or stuff like that. Please pay attention to this and make sure you provide evidence of all these things. When you click on additional income, they have 3 categories: your pension, your investments, as well as additional money coming in from family to support you. They don't like huge sum of money coming in and there's no supporting information to say, oh, this is where this money is coming from. That's why it leads me to the next point, which is the cover letters. You need a letter addressed to the visa officer. It is often the caseworker who is going to handle your application. It should explain any inconsistency you have in your bank statement or whatever you have. Even if your name is not the same, it has changed, you need to provide something like that. It reduces all these problems people have. In that particular letter, include your maybe email address as well as your phone number, and say if you are struggling to understand anything, please just contact me. I'll be able to clarify any problems you might experience while going through this particular application. In that letter, you should explain everything, what you do. I have explained some of the things that you need to provide in that letter in my previous video. Go and check it out, because I spent a long time explaining every single thing you need to put in that cover letter, so it makes absolute sense. Yes, some people will tell you not to do that an invitation letter is enough, but let me tell you something. In all the visa applications I have submitted, be it spouse visa, be it anything, I always make sure I have a letter addressed to the visa officer that's going to handle my case. If there's anything that I feel might be confusing in my application, I take my time to explain it, because you don't have this opportunity to come for an interview, and it means that they're going to judge you solely based on what they see in front of them. So guys, try highlighting some of those points in your bank statement and explaining it. Sometimes I explain the part highlighted in yellow is just income coming from so thing or something like that. Don't complicate your issue, don't overload your application. But I'm just saying that if there is anything that's happened, maybe you loaned a friend money, or perhaps large sum of money came in and it's from your daughter or your friend, and just explain it. And finally guys, the 7th one is invitation letters. Now you need to provide an invitation letter if maybe you are invited for a graduation, a wedding, a conference, things like that. Now if you're not invited for any of these, it's just you inviting your sibling or your parents or anything, write a letter to them explaining, hey, I'm happy to have you. I'm going to sponsor you fully. I'm going to be responsible for you. I am going to take care of your flight tickets, your feeding, accommodation, and you're going to be living in so address with me because I rented this place or I own it. And you're going to state clearly what you do for a living. Yes, it adds to it. It shows that, hey, this is the source of this income I'm getting. And maybe if you have a partner, you can also say what your partner does for a living. You can boost your application and also state what that person you're inviting does for a living. Because if the person is retired, you can always explain that, hey, my parent is retired. However, he or she gets some money from additional sources, like from his daughter or sons, or maybe he has a shop or investments or stuff like that. Just simple. Don't go into details about all these things, because you are going to write a sum of all the additional income in one tab when you are filling the application form online. Like I said, go and check out my step-by-step guide, the financial aspect. Go and check it out, because finance is the main reason why people get visa refusals. And if you nail it properly, then you will not have any problem at all. Please note that if the person you invited refuses to go back after they complete their stay in the UK, and they stay in the UK and that visa expires, you are going to be in trouble. Yes, that's what it means. So be very careful who you invite into the UK. You are going to be in trouble, and your own stay in the UK, your immigration status in the UK, will be at risk. In fact, there is a law that states that if the person you invited on a visitor visa refuses to return and maybe does not extend their visa or something like that, that there is this possibility of cancelling your ILR or visa, because you are the sponsor. So do this responsibly. Be careful who you invite. Know what is happening, be able to monitor the whole situation so you don't fall into trouble. I hope you benefited a lot from this video. Please like, share, subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.